On the show, in Wheelspin, we drive the Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead Coupe and have a look at the new Dawn. In Going in Style, we visit the Lamborghini factory. Quicker presents the Quicker Car Guide. And on the road, we drive the Fiat Punto Abarth to Sultanpur Bird Sanctuary. Let me begin this episode by wishing all of you viewers a very happy Diwali well in advance. And on this very special occasion, I have a very special car, a Rolls-Royce. And not only a Rolls-Royce, but again, a Rolls-Royce which is a convertible and is styled like a coupe. A Rolls-Royce which is called the Phantom Drophead Coupe. The Phantom Drophead Coupe, as the name suggests, is based on the Phantom and was launched in 2007 to provide an option of open-top motoring. The first Drophead Coupe went on sale in the US in the same year and was auctioned for a hopping $2 million, making it the most expensive new car to be ever sold. The Phantom Drophead Coupe is in fact the most expensive Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce hasn't really made too many cars which are convertible, and this is the reason why this Phantom Drophead Coupe is so very special. Obviously, it has everything that Rolls-Royce offer in their motor cars. Luxury, I should call it indulgence, a powerful motor to give you performance, and of course the Rolls-Royce badge. But on top of this car gives you this, a sliding roof, which is just about perfect to enjoy a day like this. Time for me to get going. This car here is powered by a giant of an engine, a V12 6.75 litre which churns out a peak power of over 450 brake horses and over 700 Newton meters of torque. And what I really like about driving a Rolls-Royce is the engine. The engine here is absolutely refined and it's smooth, and the best thing here is it's so quiet. You don't really hear a sound coming from the engine bay. Even when you accelerate hard, it's really, really quiet in here in spite of the fact that this is a convertible. I'll stick out my neck here and say the Rolls-Royce engines are really the best engines ever made. They are quiet, they're smooth, and the power delivery is absolutely linear. Every time I step on the gas, the surge of power is relentless. One eager horse comes jumping out after another, and you soon break the legal speed limits. So you really have to keep an eye on the speedometer here to make sure that you are not doing something which is grossly illegal. And the engine here is mated to a gearbox which does the job of shifting the gears without you even knowing it. In fact, the gearbox here is hooked onto a satellite which reads the road ahead of you and shifts the gear well in advance. And this is what results in good power delivery as well as fuel economy. Overall, the ride is typically Rolls-Royce. It's one of the cars which gives you a perfect ride. It's soft and soaks in all the bumps and aberrations of the road effortlessly, and you have a feeling that you're gliding on the road instead of really being driven on it or driving it. In fact, the experience of driving a Rolls-Royce is a completely different one and a very enjoyable one. And I can tell you that no matter whether you spend time behind the wheel of this car or even in the rear seat, you will still enjoy the ride. And as far as I'm concerned, I certainly like the driving part. Plenty of power and quick acceleration. This is what makes it very enjoyable. If You drive a convertible and sometimes worry about the fact that what happens if the weather changes from sunny to rainy. Then of course you have the top which will come out, but Rolls-Royce is a company which pays a lot of attention to detail, and they also have something to get you home bone dry. This, the umbrella, which is tucked inside here, and this is not the only one, by the way. You get more of these. If you pop open the boot, there are 2 more, so total of 4 set of umbrellas to make sure that you and your passengers get inside the house without getting really dripping wet. And what more is the fact that these umbrellas too have been crash tested. Yes, Rolls-Royce does offer a high level of safety, and the Drophead comes equipped with 12 airbags, along with all the safety features like traction control, hill assist, anti-lock brake system, 360-degree camera, park assist to help the driver and ensure that parking such a big car is not a chore. The Phantom Drophead Coupe here is a car which is really fun to drive around in. It has everything that brand Rolls-Royce really stands for: class, elegance, and plenty of power coming from that monster V12 engine here. And of course, it has everything that you need in terms of luxury. And one added element is, of course, that this being a convertible is a lot more fun to drive in, and especially if it's a nice day like this. And if you like Rolls-Royces and convertibles, then I have some more good news for you. The good thing is that Rolls-Royce really hasn't stopped thinking about convertibles with the Phantom Drophead Coupe. In fact, if anything, that is just the starting point, an appetizer if you will, and they have planned in fact a full course meal of convertibles with a brand new car they're going to launch early next year. Let's have a look. The Dawn is a brand new car from Rolls-Royce, and the platform as well as the styling is all new. And in fact, this is one of the rare cars from Rolls-Royce in recent times which is positioned as a full convertible. The Dawn here, a car which Rolls-Royce will offer to you next year, as I said, a car which without any pretensions is a convertible. Comes with a soft top which drops down at the touch of an electric button here to give you the pleasures of open top motoring. And like a Rolls-Royce, it is steeped in luxury. The instant you step into the Dawn here, you know it's a Rolls-Royce. You don't really have to look at the logo here to tell you that, because everything really is of the finest quality. Lamb wood for carpet, the wood veneer here is really nice, and the leather, of course. You might think that the color of this seat here is a little bit flamboyant. So do I, but there's a reason behind it. Rolls-Royce says that this is the exact color of the dawn, the early morning when the sun really comes out. And they have done a lot of research to tell you that, so I take their word on it. But of course, Rolls-Royce offers you a bespoke program, which means that you can change the color, you can choose the material, and you can have a very different interior from this one. But the good thing I like here is the seat at the back. It not only has a rear seat, but it does have enough space for people to sit in. In fact, 2 adults can comfortably sit in terms of the leg space and the head space. And that exactly is the intention that Rolls-Royce has, to give you a car which you can enjoy with your family and friends. And this is exactly what the Dawn is. The Dawn will make its appearance in the market early next year. And with this car, Rolls-Royce hopes to target a brand new segment of young Rolls-Royce buyers. When you pop open this big bonnet here, what you will find underneath it is a very traditional Rolls-Royce motor, a 6.6 litre V12. which I am sure will make this Dawn good fun to drive. The Dawn here sure looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and with the Rolls-Royce badge sticking out there, I'm sure it will offer you the best of engineering as well as luxury. But unfortunately, in spite of this exclusive preview, I've still not been able to drive the car, as this is not ready to be driven yet, so I have to wait for that. But I would trust the V12 motor sitting under this, and I'm sure it will be fun to drive as well. So overall, with the launch of the Dawn, what you will get is a good luxury car, which will also give you an option of open-top motoring. And I'm sure the Dawn here will redefine the standards of a convertible. The Dawn is expected to be priced at around rupees 7 crore. And if you think that's expensive, then you should have a look at the price tag on the Drophead Coupe, which is priced at a staggering rupees 9 crore plus. But then we never told you that a Rolls-Royce comes cheap.